When Jade Cargill, one of WWE's most promising and physically dominating superstars, stepped into the ring for what should have been another monumental performance, no one expected what would happen next. WWE fans, who had come to expect nothing less than a show-stealing moment from Cargill, were instead left shocked, angered, and disheartened by a mishap that was not only embarrassing but completely preventable. Jade Cargill, a powerhouse known for her athleticism and unrelenting confidence, was doing what she does best: dominating the ring. She was on the brink of executing one of her signature moves, something that would have sealed her place as one of the most dominant female superstars in WWE history. Yet, in the blink of an eye, everything came crashing down. Her attire, which should have been a reliable extension of her athleticism, completely failed her in the middle of the match. A preventable disaster. WWE's responsibility. To understand why this incident is so devastating, we need to look deeper at the systemic issues within WWE, particularly when it comes to the treatment of female wrestlers. We know that WWE is a multi-billion-dollar global entertainment company with a massive staff and resources. They have the capability to provide their talent with the highest quality gear that meets the specific demands of the sport. So how did they fail Jade Cargill on this occasion? The answer is simple yet infuriating: negligence. WWE's wardrobe department, which is responsible for outfitting their superstars with attire that is functional, secure, and suitable for the physical rigors of professional wrestling, utterly dropped the ball. This wasn't a freak accident or an unforeseeable issue. It was a predictable, avoidable disaster that speaks to a larger, more troubling pattern within WWE. The double standard: male versus female gear failures. What makes this situation even more egregious is the glaring double standard that exists when it comes to the gear worn by male and female wrestlers in WWE. Male wrestlers such as Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and Brock Lesnar are never put in a position where their attire jeopardizes their performance. Their gear is designed specifically to withstand the physical demands of wrestling: practical, secure, and functional. When these men step into the ring, they can trust that their gear will hold up under the intensity of the match. But when it comes to women like Jade Cargill, it's a different story. Female wrestlers, especially those with a dominant physique like Jade, are often subjected to attire that is designed more for appearance than for practicality. Their costumes are often crafted with an emphasis on looking pretty or sexy, rather than providing the support needed for them to execute moves with the power and precision that fans expect from professional wrestlers. In a sport where strength, agility, and endurance are paramount, women are frequently forced to choose between looking attractive and performing at their peak. The real cost of gear failures. When Jade's gear malfunctioned, it wasn't just an embarrassing moment for her, it had the potential to end her career. Imagine for a moment the pressure of being in the middle of a high-stakes match, knowing that your body is exposed and vulnerable because the very gear you trust to protect you has let you down. For many athletes, this would be enough to cause a breakdown, both mentally and physically. Yet Jade didn't let this derail her. Despite the malfunction, Jade Cargill continued wrestling, showing the world what true professionalism looks like. She didn't panic. She didn't break character. She didn't let the situation compromise her integrity or her performance. Instead, she adapted. She kept her cool. She completed the match, earning the respect of fans. But it's also important to recognize that she should never have had to go through that in the first place. This is the real tragedy of this situation. Jade Cargill is an elite athlete, but she was forced to demonstrate her mental toughness in a scenario that should never have existed. She should not have had to work around a malfunction caused by poor equipment design. The fact that she was able to push through it only highlights the kind of resilience and professionalism that we expect from top-level superstars, but it's a resilience that should have never been necessary. The fans' response: support versus exploitation. The aftermath of this incident saw the usual toxic wrestling culture rear its ugly head. As soon as the wardrobe malfunction became a viral sensation, it was all over social media. Clips were circulating, memes were being made, and some fans were even celebrating the failure, as if it were part of the entertainment. This is where things get truly disturbing. If you shared those clips, if you treated Jade's embarrassing moment as your personal entertainment, then you're part of the problem. You're feeding into a culture that dehumanizes female performers and reduces their dignity to something disposable. But thankfully, not everyone reacted in such a disgusting manner. Many fans rallied behind Jade, offering their support and praising her professionalism in the face of adversity. These are the fans who understand that professional wrestling is about athletic performance and respect, not about exploiting performers when their equipment fails. The bigger picture. Systemic sexism in professional wrestling. This incident isn't just about one wardrobe malfunction. It's a symptom of a much larger problem that has been festering in WWE and in professional wrestling as a whole for years. Female wrestlers are consistently forced to deal with poorly designed gear, uncomfortable outfits, and safety concerns because the industry prioritizes their appearance over their ability to perform. When was the last time you saw a male wrestler having to adjust their gear mid-match or dealing with the kind of humiliation Jade Cargill faced? Never. Male performers are given attire that's designed for maximum functionality, allowing them to perform their best without worrying about wardrobe malfunctions. Female wrestlers, on the other hand, are often treated as though their looks matter more than their athleticism. This systemic discrimination has been normalized in the industry to the point where fans and even wrestlers themselves have come to expect it. Female superstars have had to fight tooth and nail just to be seen as legitimate athletes, and even then, they are still subject to humiliating double standards. Jade Cargill, a true professional, despite everything, Jade Cargill handled this situation with grace, dignity, and professionalism. She didn't let the malfunction define her. Instead, she turned the moment into a teaching opportunity for her fans, promoting body positivity and resilience in the face of adversity. Her response was nothing short of inspiring, but it's also a stark reminder of how much female wrestlers have to endure just to be taken seriously. Jade Cargill is a true professional, and she showed the world that no matter the challenge, she can rise above it. But she shouldn't have had to. No performer, male or female, should ever have to fight against the odds in a situation that should have been prevented. Jade's ability to turn an embarrassing moment into a testament to her strength is what makes her a future star in WWE. But it's also an indictment of the company that failed her. Conclusion: demand better. The incident with Jade Cargill is a wake-up call for the entire wrestling industry. It's time for fans to take a stand and demand better for female superstars. We need to stop accepting the status quo of systemic sexism and start holding WWE accountable for how they treat their female talent. Female wrestlers deserve the same respect, the same professional standards, and the same level of care that male wrestlers receive. Jade Cargill's response to this incident showed why she's destined to be one of WWE's biggest stars, but it's also a reminder of how far we still have to go. WWE must do better, not just for Jade, but for all of their female superstars. The question is, are we as fans willing to hold them accountable? The choice is ours.